Okay, so I got my battery changed out and everything. Now I'm gonna go around and adjust all of these cabinet doors. And the funny thing I wanted to point out to you, I thought I counted these cabinet doors twice. Came up with 15 cabinet doors, but in fact there's 17. I think what happened is I forgot to count the two above the refrigerator. Okay, so here's a couple thoughts for you. I got the 10 packs, I saved the money, I got 30. If I wanted to, I could go back to the store next time I'm at the store and I could get two packs of 2 in a pack. So, and then I would spend another $25 for Hinges because there's about $11 a pack. That's 22 plus tax, 23.50 or so to change these out. Now here's the thing. How many times are you going to use these doors? Probably not very often at all. I don't think Mommy's going to care if these two do not have self-closing, the soft close like all the other cabinet doors. Okay? I don't think I'm going to do anything to those. But here's the other thing. Because I'm not changing these two out, the gap between the two doors where the style is, you see this one happens to have a style in it like that, see? Okay. Of course I'll put the door bumpers on there and get everything adjusted however I need to, so it's not going to slam like that. But chances are she's very seldom going to get up there. So I may save the 25 bucks. And you can do that too. You can pick and choose which cabinet doors you want to do. Chances are you're going to need to do them all. Maybe you save some money by not doing those two particular ones. And we got some cabinet doors in the bathroom she wants done, so I'm going to have to count those up. If I have some extras and I have to buy a 10 pack or 20 pack and I'm only going to use 16, maybe I got 4 left to do that later. Okay, but the gap is different in between there than the new gap that's over here. See, it's closer, and where these double doors are, this gap is just a hair bigger than that one. That's because I haven't adjusted this one yet. I can adjust this door over to the left, this door over to the right, get this gap smaller, and I want everything to match. This one is not going to match up to the other sets of double doors that I put in. But is anybody really going to know that had I not pointed it out to you? And see, the gap is smaller here too, because these particular hinges just happen to be slightly, ever so slightly different than your existing ones. Nothing is ever the same. And so we're trying to make everything look the same. If you really want your gap smaller up here, then guess what? You're going to have to put this soft close concealed door hinges up there, and you can make this gap smaller. If you don't care about it, leave it alone, save your money. Okay? And so now, once I get all the rest of this stuff adjusted, I'll get back to you and make a final decision as to what I'm going to do with these two particular doors. Okay? Because I want these doors to look right when I get done. Nobody's ever going to see if I countersink the hinge into the frame a little bit, but it remains to be seen if I'm going to do the left door, if I'm going to do the right door, if I'm going to do both doors, and how much I'm going to do as well. And I'll have to decide all that in a minute. And see, I don't want as big of a gap as I have over here. I can't make these any tighter because I've got the style in there, the cabinet style. This one doesn't have the cabinet style. So I want this gap closer. I want only a 1/16 of an inch gap there. I don't want a gap as big as this because I don't want to look inside the cabinet, right? So this one is going to be different than this, different than these other double doors anyways, no matter what, because all these other ones have styles. See? And that's something. And they did that, like I said, because this cabinet is smaller than the other cabinets. And they decided, the manufacturer decided, let's not put a stile in there. Had they put a stile, then you only got enough room from here over and from here over. Makes it more difficult to make this cabinet a user-friendly cabinet, okay? All right, so I'll decide what to do next. Well, I got all the cabinet doors adjusted, and remember the big gap that I had between that? Well, I was able to take those existing hinges that are not the soft close, and I was able to adjust this door over this way, this door over that way, and lessen that gap in the middle, see? And now it looks closer to the gaps here, and I lined everything up. I lined everything up at the bottom. I've got a nice, about a 3/8 gap in the middle of the double doors. Okay, all of them. I got it up about 3/16 everything, and and then I checked these doors. I raised this one up to match. I raised that one up a little bit, and I'm looking at this, and the gap on the end is about 5/16 or so all the way down that edge. The same as it is over on this edge. It's about a 1/4 inch or so, 5/16. And you see this gap here is bigger. That's between the doors, okay? And I can make that a little less, can't I? It's about the same there and the same about there between those double doors and those sets of double doors. There's nothing to line that up with that. And so theory has it that, you see how big that gap is? I can put my whole finger in there and I can make that a little bit less, okay? So this one and that one, I'm going to end up scoring, marking it, and mortising the side of the door, the cabinet frame, okay? And I'll do that with a chisel. I have to take this back out, mark it, take this off, move any glassware up in here because I'm going to be kind of tapping on the door, make sure I don't have any glass. See, there's some glass pieces up there, and these mugs, and I'll move those so I don't topple them over or something. And then I'll mortise that out, just the side, then screw that back in. You see how that, because I can't adjust this anymore, okay? And so then I'll be able to actually move this right into the cabinet edge a little bit. It's not going to hurt anything, is it? And that's going to lessen this gap here. It's going to move that over a little bit at both sides. And I'll probably do it, oh, I don't know. This is probably, you know, I could do it a quarter inch probably. I could do a 1/4 inch and a 1/4 inch and start from there. If I make the gap too much, let's say, then I can take this and I can adjust this. I can adjust this door back to the left. I can't do it to the right anymore because I went over as far as I could, see, with those adjustment screws, and I went that way, over that way as far as I could with the adjustment screws. And if anything, I really don't want to take that side and move it over any further. I mean, I could, because I've got about a 5/16 gap here. Let's see. You see that? There's not a whole lot. Maybe 5/16. So I could, if I wanted, I could move that side over 1/8 of an inch, this side over 5/16 of an inch. I don't want to go too far and have this gap really super close, let's say, because then it's not going to match up with my other gaps where the double doors are. So I'm trying to make everything symmetrical and pleasing to the eye. I can notch this out just a hair too far on both of those if I want, and then I can do this side a little bit less, and then like I say, overall, if I get the gap too much between the doors at that point, then I can adjust the final adjustments. I can move this door over to the left, and I can move this door over to the right by adjusting that if I get that too deep. And I can do it in stages. I could do 1/8 of an inch at a time, and then screw the cabinet doors back on, and then decide, okay, I need to go over another 1/8 or 1/16 or whatever. Okay, I'm going to do that later. I think we're going to go eat now. I'm going to go change and everything. And Mommy just got back from the store. Hey, and you like this, don't you? You like the self-closing hinges that we put on? Yes. Yes, she does. She does. I forgot to adjust these down here, but I'll do that. I'll do that as I'm putting all this stuff away. And see, I'm saving all this stuff. I'll just put them in the same containers. And if I ever need these for another cabinet door, something that ever gets broken, I've got those for parts. Okay, well, that's all I got for this time, but I'll be back with more videos. Oh, I'm glad that project's over with. On to the next one after I fix those two doors. Thanks for joining me.